let me tell you, as we start this, to have this screen where we have three stars who are Korean American, Asian American, um, be a voice of a national network TV show is a giant change from what I grew up with, right? So I just want you to know that you all are going to become basically heroes to a lot of young kids like my son. Like my son gets to see you all and are excited about this. Like he's watched some of the early screeners and he's just enthralled by it, just to hear your voices. So I just want to first just start by saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're so lucky to have the three of you. And Bossy Bear is super fun. Um, I've enjoyed this ride with you all. We've had like one-on-ones, right? Most of the time.
I barely met you.
I know, like I think we've had one session, right? Barely.
I talked to you once and you're like, yep, you're good to go.
You are easy. Okay, so let's start with why don't we introduce ourselves? Remember the order, and then I'll end it. Okay?
Okay. Hi, I'm Viva Lee. I am an actor and a voiceover actor, and I play Bissy and Cindy Bear. Bissy is Bossy's older sister, and she basically thinks she knows everything about being an adult. Cindy is his younger sister. She doesn't talk much, but she's the cutest character in the entire show. For sure.
All right. So, hi, my name is Jaba Keh, and I play Turtle in Bossy Bear. And Turtle is an adorable character. He's kind-hearted and Bossy's best friend.
Hi, I'm Jayden Ham, and I play the role of Bossy. Bossy is he's full of enthusiasm, he's very creative, and kind of bossy.
And hi, my name is Chil Kong, and I'm the consulting producer here on the Bossy Bear. I was on the team that helped develop the piece, and then got it sold, and then have been producing it ever since from inception. So we're all here together. I really want to start with, because this is such a remarkable thing to have these faces, right? These faces who represent a whole generation of new people, AAPI, that are in the industry. And I want to ask you all, like, did you all have any like AAPI actors or Korean actors or anyone in the industry that you looked up to?
I definitely looked up to Mr. Benedict Wong. He played my dad in Deadly Class. He's a bit of a role model for me. And I also love Mr. Randall Park and, of course, Sandra Oh.
I love Randall Park too. I've seen him in so many things, and he's such a good actor. I've also seen Jackie Chan. He's been in so many movies that I feel like he's really pushed the boundaries of Asian filmmaking, and I really enjoy all of his films. I also like Simu Liu. He's been in Shang-Chi. He was the main character, and that was amazing. I love that character.
Yeah, so I would say I definitely also admire, like you guys said, Randall Park, and for sure, definitely Simu Liu. I think I've read his book. It's amazing. I think he has a really great work ethic, and he also loves boba, so that's very respectable.
So with that question, is there any one of these heroes that you would love them to voice in Bossy Bear?
Oh,
Who would you love to hear?
definitely.
Who?
I'll let Viva go first.
Okay. I'd have to say for sure Randall Park, Mr. Randall Park. He's so cool. I loved him in Always Be My Maybe, and he can spit bars. I'm sorry, and I like to write my own raps, and I'd love to be on a track with him. Maybe.
You can rap. That's awesome to know. Okay.
Keep it in mind.
I think I would also love to have Simu Liu or Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan could be like a grandpa or something. It doesn't really matter the role. I would love him to be in Bossy Bear or Simu Liu. Like he could be, I don't know, substitute teacher. He could be Bossy's crazy cousin. I don't know. It'll just be really cool to see him.
I think Mr. Randall Park would be so cool to be like a Taekwondo sabonim. That'd be really cool. Like we need some Taekwondo in this show. Come on.
Okay, Java.
Yeah, so I think if I could get like some sort of actor to go on the show, you guys are saying like Randall Park and stuff, but I also think like Steven Yeun or like John Cho would be just like great characters as well. Maybe like Turtle's relative or just something like that. I think honestly, anyone on the show would be just so cool.
Actually, I think that opens up possibility because I haven't seen any of Turtle's other relatives except for his
Hmm.
grandma. So like maybe I don't know, another episode. Maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Maybe.
Turtle's grandpa?
Season
Maybe.
Well, I mean, I have seen the development of other things that we're looking at, so look out. We're gonna have some fun stuff. We're gonna have some fun stuff. So with that in mind, this we're particularly making this interview for the Council of Korean Americans, and we're specifically honed in on the Korean culture. And I'd love to know, like, what's your favorite like Korean food? Do you have a go-to?
Well, my dad, he makes his own marinade and he puts bulgogi and it's so good. It's like the best thing in the world. It's so good. You have to try it. It's so good.
We're gonna have to try. We're gonna be in LA soon. What about you, Java or Viva?
Personally, for me, my favorite Korean food of all time is kimbap. It's so good. It's great for lunch. Just one of my favorites.
Oh, I used to eat that so many times.
season.
Um,
My family loves to buy like boxes of kimbap and go on picnics. I am a flexitarian, which means I like to have at least one whole plant based meal a day. So one of my favorite Korean foods is probably sundubujigae because it's like tofu stew and it's so good and I love it so much. Oh, it just
is
feels
it
so
like
hot.
spicy? It's
Yeah,
spicy, right?
a little sometimes.
I like it. I like it when it's like really, really spicy.
I like it when it's really hot and it comes
Yeah.
and it's all healing. And you're like showing it out.
I cannot handle spice for the life of me. Like I like if I tried one taki, right? I had to drink a whole jug of milk to get that out of my mouth. I'm just saying. I
Dude,
cannot
Takis
handle
are
that.
so good. Takis
Love
are
I know
it.
I
amazing.
Takis
But the
are good, but
food
they're
guy hurts
spicy.
me when I look at it.
It's
Just looking at it burns my soul.
You all are amazing. Like, so Jayden, you've had kimchi though, and that isn't too spicy,
yeah.
right?
I've tried kimchi before. I think
Yeah.
I've had it with the bulgogi. I've had it with rice and kim. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I enjoy it.
Well, it's there's something about our Koreanness really embedded in the food. And the thing is, we have a lot of that food in our show. And so, what was there a scene or something that you really loved that dealt with a food?
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. I just remembered the kimchi song. That's like my favorite
Yeah.
song in the whole show, right?
The
That's
cucumber
like,
kimchi song?
bro, that's like my
Yeah.
favorite
I was
song.
just gonna talk about that one.
I love that one so much. Just
I'm not even in it.
so good. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It was so good.
I think Java, you had one too. Was there something else?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say the same exact thing, the kimchi song with Gran Gran.
Let, let me just say, to know that a song about kimchi and making cucumber kimchi is out in the universe or will be when the episode premieres is like I'm having a tear moment right now just thinking about it. Eh, Have you thought about what this kind of stuff, what it's doing to like other Koreans and the idea of Korean culture within the universe? I know
Um,
it's a big question, but
Yeah.
you all are smart. Like it's lovely to listen to you all.
Well, I think it's pretty impressive and pretty amazing that we have like a majority of like Korean or like Asian cast. And I think it might be kind of a big deal, and I think it's just really cool and impressive.
I agree. Like, if you told me when I was like 6 years old that I would be one of the main characters on a Nickelodeon show, that would be insane to me. And it's about eight like Koreans. It that just seems so insane. But now it's like I'm so proud to be here.
For sure.
I'm just so happy to represent and I feel so seen. I've been acting since I was 5 or 6 and I have never once played a Korean character. And I'm so excited for other girls that look like me to grow up and see someone who looks like me and have representation in the media and diversity. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever played a Korean role either. I've just played like generic Asians. Like I've
Generic.
been in
Yeah.
kind of short films, but it's never been specified that I was Korean. So for this to be my first Korean show, it's I'm so humbled and so proud to be here.
I would say if this show like existed when I was a kid, I would just be watching this like 24/7 every single day.
So I'd binge watch it, obviously.
Oh, it is remarkable what you all are representing and the fact that you all are aware, right? Because there are people who do this who are not aware about what this is and what this means. So I must say I'm honored to be in this room with you all because this show has meant so much to me when it started. And Nickelodeon has done an amazing job about casting and casting with proper representation and getting like finding you all were gems when we found you all. I can't, hands down, it was the funnest process that I've ever had with it, especially with a major network. Now, what was it like for you? I know we started talking about this to like play this role, like when you actually used Korean words, like what was it?
It was interesting because some of the words in the show I've never said before in my life, so I kind of needed you there. But it was really fun to like really experience our Korean culture within the Bossy Bear show. It's it's very I'm looking for the word here, like inspiring
Yeah.
to me and to many other people.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Like we've been working on this show for such a long time, and it's just been such a fun journey. It's been great, and I think it's so much fun whenever you see like the final versions, even if it's like kind of more just sketches of what it's going to be. It's always just so cool and seeing what the final product is going to be like.
Yeah, the first time I saw the animatics, I screamed. I was like, "What?"
I know it looks so good. And then when the first time I saw the animation, they said they animated the first episode, they sent that. It looked
It's
so good.
amazing.
I was so excited.
Yeah, I love this idea that, like, in particular, the three of you represent the spectrum of Korean Americanness, right? Like, some of you are have less experience within Korean culture, or like, I think Jaba has a great mom who's been incredibly supportive and is really great with the pronunciations, corrected me a couple times, which is awesome. And then, like Viva, your Korean's almost perfect. Are you like you're a multilingual speaker, right?
Yes. I was actually born in Korea, and even though my mom is Kyopo, she actually wanted to bring us up a lot in our culture. So I'm pretty familiar with almost everything. Almost. um, and yeah, I speak Korean. I speak English. Sometimes I think I need to relearn it, to be honest. I take some Mandarin lessons, and I've been kind of not keeping up with my homework, but you know.
That we did not hear that. We did not hear that in this show.
Delete that clip, guys. Delete that clip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cut that.
Sure.
No, but uh, like you all listen. Okay, so how many of you actually listen to like K-pop or have watched K-dramas? Eva, Jayden.
Uh, me personally, I've heard some songs, but I wasn't really into that. But like almost all of my friends, they love K-pop. They're into K-pop. And actually, when he lived in LA, he wanted to be a K-pop star.
No.
So that would have been a sight to see.
Okay, you and I need to we need to sit down with your dad. Like I'd love to sit down and talk to your dad because the Los Angeles music scene back in the 2000s or in the 90s, where I think your father would have been, was a really fun music scene for Korean American singers and songwriters. Uh, well, so is there a favorite group that you all like, Viva? Is there a favorite group or a favorite K-drama that you've watched recently?
I love Welcome to Waikiki. It's such a good show. The comedy is peak. I love it so much. And I love K-pop. Like, I just started getting into it like last year, and it's so good. I really like Sunmi Unni. She's
Mhm.
previously from Wonder Girls, but now she's a solo artist. I mean, of course, I love my BTS oppas and my Blackpink Unnis. And there's a few other groups I like G Idol and etc.
Yeah, some of those one you're
I
listening now
kind
are
of
like the fifth generation. But sorry, Java.
Yeah, so I kind of have the same situation as Jayden. Like I've listened to like BTS and like K-pop and before all that other stuff. But what I like even more than that, do you guys know like the BTS characters, like BT21, like those like Line Friends characters? Like I love them so much. I love them. Like I have plushies of them. They're so cute. My
I
favorite's Timmy, who's based off Jimin. I love him. He's so cute.
Are they like the bunnies? The pink?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pink
those.
Bunny. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Um, a lot of my friends, like one of my friends, they listen to this group called New Jeans, and I've listened to some of their work, and a lot of my friends, they really look at Korean guys like them, like they're looking at the camera like they're like, like I can't do it. I'm not.
100.
I don't know.
It's a,
They're looking at these BTS guys. I need you to post that though on the Nickelodeon. I
yeah,
need you to
that's
post that picture of me. I'm just gonna get it again.
so the next picture of you making the face.
I need
Oh,
you to
that's
post that
awesome. You gotta
picture,
share that.
This is Bossy Bear. Just
guys. I'm just like
So part of this, Pleasantburg is based on Koreatown. I did a lot of research, went to a lot of the Koreatowns and presented some of these photos, and so it's really based on like two or three major Koreatowns in the United States. Have you all been to your local Koreatown, and which one is it?
Course. Of course. I live in LA now, and oh my god, I can't live without my Korean stationery, first of all, and I can't live without my Korean food, second of all. I mean, I also love BCD, and I said I liked Sundubujiga. I didn't say how much I liked it.
It's
here in
awesome.
Garden Grove, there's actually a
Mhm.
pretty big Korean community. So there's
Mhm.
like a little Koreatown here, and we go there to eat dessert, grocery shop. There's actually a lot of snacks there that aren't in regular shops. Like we got these ramen chips, like Korean ramen chips, and they were actually really good. And there's also a Korean restaurant that we went through. I think it was like just last week we got it, and it was delicious there.
Oh, love
yeah.
Korean.
So like unlike you guys who are in the West, I'm in the East. So like so we still have a Koreatown there. When I used to live in NYC, I went there when I was younger. I didn't really go there when I was like seven-ish, which is when I moved to like more close to the suburbs. But last summer, I took a vacation to LA and I met a couple of like the team working on Bossy Bear, which is a ton of fun. But I also went to the Korean town there and I had like Korean barbecue and bingsu and it was just all so good.
Oh.
Well, I actually visit New York, Flushing, in that area often. So I'd love to take you and your mom out to dinner, and we'll go somewhere, right? That's really fun, Koreatown. So we'll do that, and I'll see
Also,
the two of you in K Town in LA because that's where I'm headed in a couple of weeks.
Jayden and Viva, like, come to New York.
I
Why
don't think
don't
I've
you
ever
come to LA?
visited.
There's two of us, one of you, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
like we kind of have you outnumbered here, Jabba.
I have an industrial pingsu machine right here just because my family loves it so much. It's huge. I can't pick it up and show you, but it's like this big.
I don't think I've ever been to I mean, not Korea. I've never been to New York. How is it there?
Um, it's definitely colder. It's been pretty cold lately. But New York's great, like, especially the city. I love the city so much. And like, it's great.
Is there a large majority
Yeah.
of Koreans there?
Not really, but there are like, there's a decent amount of Koreans, but like, not as many. I would say as maybe like you guys have in LA.
So have you been to West 32nd Street?
To be honest, so when I was in New York or New York City, I only went there when I was like younger. I didn't really go there as much when I was like actually could remember stuff. So I'm not too, I don't have like such a like bright memory of it. So
Oh yeah, yeah. So no big deal. We'll definitely have to show you around the Koreatown areas of Flushing and West 32nd Street when I head on out there.
Yeah, I would take any opportunity to just go to like a Korean town.
So look, as we kind of wind this out, is there? I know that you all have been doing this for like a year and a half. Is there anything you learned about that was something new about Korean or Korean culture while you're doing this show?
I've learned a lot of Korean words. Like you had to be there to correct me for every single one. Um, I've learned a lot of Korean words, a lot of Korean foods, like gochujang, satang. I could never get the boom boom super satang right. I could never get that right. Like it was the
That's really
tang,
not your fault though. That's not your fault
satang.
because the whole team did it wrong for a while when I was away because I had taken trip to Korea and all that stuff. When I came back, I was like, "What are you all saying?" So it's not your fault. It's not your
Turtle
fault.
is like Turtle's like always eating kimchi. Like he loves kimchi so much. So I learned like all the different types which I didn't know before. It's like betchu, gakdugi, oisobagi, and like bek.
I like how you have
And
turtle
there's
in your
there's like
background.
15 to 20
Oh yeah,
more.
like
Yeah.
Turtle in your background while turtle. It's so cool.
like two of me. Like
I, Viva, I know you have more like Korean references, but was there anything kind of interesting or new or different that you learned?
I'll be honest. Like I said, I know quite a bit about almost everything, but I did get a bit of like a little thrill every time I got to reference Korean culture. It was so cool. I have never gotten to talk about it, and it's a big part of my life. I mean, we always have kimchi in our. We have a full-on fridge for kimchi. We have a full fridge for kimchi. I'm not lying.
As you should,
wait, you know what though?
as you should.
I'm pretty sure Turtle also has just a own fridge for just kimchi.
Kimchi and panchan. That's all it is. That's all it is. We have a popsicle maker right beside a stove.
Oh, it's so lovely to listen to you all because in many ways your personality are very similar to the characters, right? I mean, Viva, you're such a older sister in many ways here, and
Jayden's
Jayden, you're so bossy, and Java, so you're charmingly turtle. I want to thank you all for joining us, and you're making me proud, and I cannot express how honored I am to be in this room with you all and to be on this journey with you all, and I cannot wait for the future of the show.